everyone. Welcome to our new episode of Communication Weekly. Today we'll be focusing on the subject of digital literacy, which involves the new internet era.
And within that area, we will be looking at the digital divide, with which a few of you might already be familiar with. It is basically the difference of you either growing up in a country with a good internet access and a high connectivity, or growing up in an underdeveloped country where this access was not there.
So most of us grew up in this connected environment. So let's see if our generation know the advantages this brings.
Good afternoon. Today we're going to interview some students to ask how important the use of internet is in their daily lives. Do you think you would have needed the internet to have a good childhood?
Well, it depends, because to be honest, some people misuse it, and I think that as a child, I don't think internet is a big problem, a big issue, because I think people need to interact more.
It's not a necessary tool to have a good childhood.
The internet is a big part of my life. So I would not have been happy, I think, because I spent a big time of my childhood on the internet playing games and socializing on Facebook. And yeah.
Do you think you have an advantage over those who didn't grow up with internet?
Yes, definitely, because it allows me to research much more things and much quicker, because there are much more information in the internet, and yeah, so I think it's much easier for me if I have the internet compared to others who don't.
Okay, one last question. Do you think that you can still have your dream job that you want right now if you didn't have the internet?
No, I think that right now I do need the internet right now in my life, at least.
No, I think right now it's possible to find a good job without being able to use the internet. I believe that I can also get my job through other means, and not only through the internet, as well as interviews or going personally with my CV. Yeah, so I don't believe that internet is necessary to get my dream job.
Thank you for this week's interviews, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Valentin, for those interviews. So most students are aware of the internet's advantages just as they see how it is integrated into their daily lives.
However, most of them seem to take it for granted, especially considering the digital divide. They don't understand how important it is for their lives. And for that, we'll have Dima.
Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to be speaking about the digital divide and the internet. So the internet has been existing for around 20 years, and many people have integrated it into their daily life. We use it for many areas such as finance, social, educational, and governmental. It took the radio around 38 years to reach 50 million users, TV 10 years, and the internet only 4 years. And the UN has actually declared it a human right. However, the downside to the vast spread of the internet is that many cultures couldn't keep up and develop as quickly as other cultures, and therefore creating something called the digital divide. And basically what the digital divide is the separation between those people who have access to the internet and to those who don't. Through this divide, it can lead to a huge knowledge gap, as those who are left behind cannot play in this highly competitive world, as they don't have the infrastructure and resources, leading to the inefficiency and lack of communication. But to help diminish or decrease the digital gap or divide, the UN has launched the Digital Solidarity Fund to help tackle issues of uneven distribution of communication technologies worldwide. And that's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dima. After all, we can even find inequality in the internet world.
Although the UN is trying to reduce this knowledge gap, it is still inevitable that the digital divide is going to happen. Especially jobs in the future, and also right now, are reliant on the capabilities of using the internet very efficiently. And as soon as someone grew up in an underdeveloped country and they were not used to having access to the internet, they will find many difficulties in having a very successful career in the future, because most of them are reliant on the internet.
So we have the subject of digital literacy to first of all understand the disparities in our world on the internet, but also to take full advantage of what it has to offer.
If you want additional information on that, this week as a special, we've uploaded an interview with an expert's opinion on this subject. So look at that.
See you next week.
Goodbye.